Hey, how's it going? Here we go with the old Marge Simpson voice again. Are you allowed to cough anymore? I don't think you are. I've been cancelled before I've even started again. Son of a bitch. How's it going, guys? It's been a while. Actually, it's been like forever since I've done anything in the shed. I've been given a little bit of a window where I haven't got loads of people around me. On Monday coming, so Bank Holiday Monday, which you probably won't even... This would be Bank Holiday Monday, would have been way in the past when you get to see this. I'm going over to my pals and we're going to do some fabricating on the old bike. And when I say old bike, it's actually a new bike. It's my new build, my Super69. Really impressed with myself. I come up with such a cool name. Obviously there's a Super73, which what I've based this bike on. And obviously I don't want to rip off the name completely. I'm already ripping off their bike, so I thought, you know, what sort of name can I come up with that's something similar to what they've got, but maybe not exactly the same. Obviously 69 is my favourite number for obvious reasons. It's the one before 70, obviously. So I thought it'd be quite funny to call my bike the Super69 because, one, I can say it on YouTube and they can't really cancel me because it's the name of my bike, and two, I just think it's funny for obvious reasons. So I've been building this for a couple of months now. It's coming along really nice, actually. I'm going to show you some footage of it soon. I've found some bits and pieces in the shed that I think might work. So I found some mud guards. So here they are. So I found this rear mud guard. This was off my black bike that I built, off the chopper bike, the Stingrays. And obviously I found this one as well. Which was rusting away in my little odds and sods pot. So we might have to just sort of tap here in a little bit so we can bring it up here, just so it's away from the wheel. It's more for looks more than anything, more cosmetic. Well, if anything, it's going to keep the rain off of your ass when you're driving along, and obviously the front one will stop splashes, stop you getting money shots in the face as you're driving, so that's always a plus. What else have I done? So I've kind of just mocked up the bike. The seat is going to be somewhere along there, but what we're planning on doing is basically coming across here with some metal to here, and then we're going to come down and build like an A-frame, I suppose, across, and that will take the weight of the seat at the back, and obviously I'll be able to fit my battery somewhere along here. Yeah, so what I might do today is just basically do like a first fix, see whether I can get it powered up with the battery, see whether we can get the motor spinning, and then obviously then we know that this then we know it's going to work. There we go, banging my head every 2 minutes again. That this is why I'm going to take this roof off and refit it, because it does my head in. Let's do like a little bit of a dry fix. I did buy this light the other day and fit it on, which I quite like. A little bit smaller than I'd like. That's all powered through the controller, so that's quite good. But it has actually got like a on and off button for the light, and it has a horn built in there as well. So I don't need my bell anymore, so I've taken that off. Something else for people to ignore as they're driving along. We'll do a dry fit today, yeah? Cool. So we're going to start by taking off this seat. It's not actually doing anything, it's just there for show. Let's get that seat off. The easiest way to tell if somebody's riding a bike without a seat on the pole, they're always smiling. This is our controller. So it's a 36 volt controller and it's for a 250 watt motor. We've gone for this waterproof connector, I think they call them, and then the rest of it's almost self-explanatory. So it's floating around here somewhere. I'm going to try and hide all these wires underneath. That's the plan. Whether it works or not is a different story. Basically what we've got here is the controller and the digital display and a load of wires that we've got to try and connect to this. So it's not rocket science, it's just an electric bike, so I'm sure we'll work it out. want to basically try and do a dry fit, so when we put it all together we're not missing anything that we sort of come across now. Anything we come across now we can sort of like iron it out and either order it in or just make sure we've got it ready for when we do build it. This is the dry run. So this is your thumb thrower. You would think the easiest way to do it would be color coded. We've got on this one, we've got black, red and a green, and we've got no black, red and green on this. Alright, so we're going for red, black, green, but red, black and white on this one. So we'll just see. So now we've got our digital display that we need to try and find. That's the horn. We don't need that just yet. This looks like it's going to be a digital display to me, because it's coming from the digital display. Normally gives it away. So we haven't got to be super anal with the wires and what's what and who's where. Saying things like super anal in my YouTube videos just makes me chuckle on the inside, because I'm technically a big kid. That's horn as well, horn and light. It's all horny. Right, so that's brake. So black and red. That's going to be that one. No. That's not very helpful. So my controller and my brakes both come with the same connectors. So we've basically got two females on the controller, two females on the brakes. So we're going to have to cut those and splice them together, which isn't difficult, but it is a pain. So this is for the horn and the light, I think. Yeah. So the horn and the light, basically these do get connected together, but I'm not going to bother doing that today because I don't need it. Digital display. So we got the motor wire. We've actually got an extension bar for that. Let's have a look what we've got. I don't think I threw it away. And there it is. Look, making me out to be a liar. The cable for the rear wheel, the rear wheel motor. There should be only one way this goes. Just there is an arrow, and just there is another arrow. So all you want to do is just line the arrows up together, and then it should just connect in. Right, that's fine. So the only thing we're missing now, we know what those two are. That's your horn and your light. So the only thing that I don't know what it is this yellow, brown and black wire. So let's have a look at the instructions. So basically what we've got here, we've got 4 different scenarios we can have. You got to find out what yours is. Mine is the only one with the plug, the waterproof plug, I think they call that. A 9-pin motor plug. Pedal assist, that's what we are, pedal assist. So we should have, yep, you thought I was lying, didn't you? Right, so in that we get a couple of tie wraps. We've got like a Pat Butcher earring for something. So I suppose you put that round there and then you put that over the top and it shouldn't move anywhere. And then you've got your, obviously your pedal assist sensor, which I presume you just tie wrap on somewhere, and that just registers it every time it comes around. So you connect that into there, and thank God it's the right one for it. And it clicked. Oh, bang my f***ing head. So I've got the battery plate to connect up and the power cables. I could probably Wago these in just so they're done. I ordered a load of these from eBay. They're called Wagos. I use them at work, but I think they're great and they're so convenient, and obviously with what I'm doing now, it's just easier for me to clip them in, take them off, rather than hardwire it or solder it at the moment. So we just use these. They pick them up on eBay, cheap as chips really, and it just saves you a little bit of hassle. But I have to say that in case somebody thinks I'm stealing stuff from work, which they normally do. I'm getting to the age now where you need to start thinking of your needs. Actually, I've been doing that for the last fucking 5 years. So this is where my warranty goes. Yep, definitely gone now. Who likes warranty anyway? So So we just trim them back. And so you give them a bit of a twist so you don't have any sort of can't even speak English. It's my native language and I can't even speak it. Give them a twist so you don't have any loose wires sticking out of your connections. Obviously you don't want to catch fire or get electrocuted, which you can do. Let's go get the battery. So we're basically nicking the battery off of the white build that we've done. It's covered in dust. This is how often I use it. I think I can do this without getting electrocuted. Right, so that's in. Nothing's burning. That's good. How do you turn it on? Oh, there we go. Look. Yes. It's alive. I've built something that works. It's showing up my battery's not very charged, which is strange because when you push that, it says it is. Okay, we'll have to see that. So really, if I push that thumb throttle there, that should go round. We've got an error 02. I don't know what an error 02 is. Oh, actually I've got a feeling it's going to be one of these wires that aren't plugged in. This one here. Right, let's investigate. Let's turn it off. E-brakes, throttle, power assisted steering. So the weird thing is our instructions, which I don't really like using because I'm a man, so we shouldn't have to use instructions. If you look here, so that's your display, which we know, but from our display we've got this here, which I don't know what it is. So obviously because this is coming from the display, that's not going to be on our instructions. My history, eh? Good job it's not my normal internet history, that would be embarrassing. And said I paid £67 for it, which I think I paid 75 at the time. See, that's the little bugger there, that's what we want. But we need them to tell us what that is. How to use. What colour wire is it? I think it's brown and white. I'm sort of massively colourblind, so I'm probably not the best person to try and work it out. So the phone isn't helping at all. I've looked at my eBay link, just not really showing me anything. So what we want to do is we want to turn it on, and it's saying an error 02. It could be low battery maybe. I think let's just charge the battery up. So the battery's charging up, as you can hear. They're really noisy, these battery chargers. I must keep them cool, I suppose. I'm going to let that charge as long as it needs. So we're either going to finish this video tonight or we're not. I'm going to go and do some investigating on what that O2 error is and what that connect cable is, so we can do our dry run. All I really want to do, I've seen it power up now, so that's good. But all I really want to do is make sure that the motor spins when I touch the thumb throttle, because that's what an e-bike should do. Right, so I've done a bit of research, and I've kind of worked out that this wire here, this one here, that comes off of your digital display, it says it's for a light, which probably pretty much makes sense actually, because I'm sure you can turn your light on through your display. So that kind of sorts that issue out. So we look at our light. Our light wire is the same as this one, so there's like two males, I suppose, and that's not what we want. But we want a male and a female like that one, but obviously that's only got one wire. So I'm thinking that this wire there is for your horn, and this wire there is for your, sorry, I'm thinking this wire there's for your horn, and this wire there's for your light. So we could do two things. We could cut that off and replace it with the right plugs. We've got some of these lying around which we can just steal, or we could do what we were going to do, and we're going to use their light switch and horn that come with the actual light, actually come with a light, and then all you have to do is splice it into this and that, which doesn't seem too difficult, so I presume that one can just be left as it is. Right, then we had the issue of the display was showing up with error codes. We had a 002 and a 016, I think it was, or an 006, something like that. And obviously the battery was showing up flat when it wasn't. Looking through the internet for ages, there's not really a great deal, but I did actually track down a cool video on YouTube, which I'll probably try and put in the comments on this video if I can be bothered, because I'm a bit like that. What it says you have to do, you have to go through the motions of the display, and we'll go through them in a sec. And what you have to do is, I think by default these digital displays are set up to a 48 volt. Obviously this is 36 volt. Yeah, so this is a 36 volt, so I'm hoping that's going to sort out the error. If it doesn't, then it's back to the drawing board and back to looking on YouTube for what we can find. But let's just plug it in, and hopefully that sorts out the issue. Yeah, so and turn it on. Right, it hasn't exploded, that's always good. And this battery is fully charged now, where before it was saying it wasn't, but it was 80%, which they do say what you should leave it on. Right, so what it says is you hold that down for 3 seconds, powers up. We've got an error 006, which is fine. Right, what it says you should do is hold those down for like 6 seconds, the top and the bottom one. And then it's come up with program 1. Right, so program 1 is how bright you want your screen. I think 1's good enough really. Program 2, you can set it to miles per hour or kilometers. I'm in the UK, so we're going to keep it as miles. See, just up and down. And then obviously the program 3 is 48 volt. So we want to change ours to 36, and then straight away our battery's showing up full charged. So I think we've sorted it. So we're going to okay that. I don't know what these ones are, so I'm going to leave them. Obviously this is going to be wheel size, so ours is a 20-inch wheel, so we'll just write that down to 20-inch. Oh no, 20, and okay. From what the guy said on the video, he said you can set the speed up to 40 kilometers an hour, which is, I don't know, my maths is terrible, about 27 miles maybe. Which is insane really for what you think when you think about it. So I think that's sorted out my issue. But all I need to do now is make sure that wheel goes round when I push that thumb throttle. Make sure it's not touching nothing. It only works. Wicked. It's alive! It's alive! I don't know why, but Batman just took a nosedive then as well, for some reason. Where's Batman? It works. Yes. Yeah, so a little bit of investigating and a little bit of tinkering with wires and whatnot. Well, there, I think I'm going to try and wire up the light while I'm here. So what we've done is we've snipped it off. That's going to our horn button and light. This is going to be this is our power, and this is our power. We think yellow to red, black to black. Don't panic, Mr. Mandarin. If you're old enough to remember what that shows, you're as old as me or older. Switch it on, and then look at that. Who put that bike there? This light should come on when I push that button. So let's power it up. Power it up. And then I'm going to push that button. And no light. Shit. Or no horn. So something's not right. Let's turn it off. That is a pain. Right, so I've done something probably a bit sketchy here. When you look at the instructions, it tells you on the picture from eBay. It kind of looks like you should do this. So we've gone straight to the mains. So from, I know I'm using 2 reds and I will change that, but we're going straight from the power, so straight from your main power from your controller into the lights. So we're going to see whether that works. I'm a bit sketchy. I've literally going to run out that door if anything does go wrong. Turn it on. It hasn't gone bang yet, which is good. It's not catching fire yet, or making a hissing noise, which is good. That's annoying. And we have a light. So that's all you needed to do. So push a button. What a horrible f***ing noise that is. So that's sorted our problem out. So I'm going to change these wires up so I know what's what. So we're going to make that into a black wire or a blue wire. Keep that red, and then obviously tie it all up and make sure it's safe to use. But like, Jesus, that's really loud. Don't know about anyone else, that scared the shit out of me. But I did promise by the end of this video, this bike would be making a stupid noise. Bit of a rag. Yeah. So I'll get some foam mode up just to go over that, just to deaden it a bit, because somebody will get out of the way, but I don't want to give them a bloody heart attack at the same time. So that's the video for today. I did what I said I was going to do. I was going to get this bike working by the end of the video. The wheel was going round, the battery works, the display works, we've sorted out the parameters. I am going to look at doing the settings on the other ones. I didn't know what they were. I'll do a bit of research and work that out, obviously. And the horn works and the light works. So this bike is literally ready for fabrication and then painting, then putting back together, taking for a spin. That's the bit I'm looking forward to. As always guys, thank you for watching. Give us a thumbs up. That's not what I used to do, is it? As always guys, thank you for watching. Give us a thumbs up, and if you could subscribe, it helps me, sort of, I suppose. Adds to my 500 followers. It doesn't cost you anything either. It's not like OnlyFans. You could pay me to walk on baked beans or something with my dodgy feet if that's what turns you on, but if not, as always guys, keep it real.